Good afternoon. All right, listen. Y'all know I know how loud y'all are at Moravia and Sinclair around 3:30. We're gonna do better than that. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
That's more like it, Mr. Principal. That's more like it. And happy American Education Week and City School Spirit Week. I want to start first by congratulating all of our students and families for having a successful first quarter of the school year. As we know, the beginning of any school year can be the most challenging time as we get the humming going there. As we get back into our regular routines. I don't know whose mic this is, I'm moving it. As we get back into our routines and shed the more relaxing summer routine for our young people and teachers back into the throes of schoolwork and learning. But your commitment to ensuring our young people come to school every day, you feeling motivated and being ready to tackle your studies alongside your students, of your teachers and staff, doesn't go unnoticed. It serves, Mr. Principal and staff, the whole student and try to meet each of their needs wherever they may be to get them to school and obviously flourishing in school. My message today is just as clear as it was in August to all of our Vanguard Knights and all of our Baltimore City school students. I need you to show up for school on time every day. There are no days off when you're working to be the best and greatest version of yourself. Take a break from social media, Instagram, TikTok, which is going to be banned, so you don't have to worry about that in a few weeks, and get your body a recharge for the next day. That means get a good night's sleep at night. That means when you wake up in the morning, make sure you get good breakfast, not stuff from across the street. Y'all know, I know which store y'all be going into in the morning time. No chips, no Takis, no soda, fruit, vegetables, so that when you're 40 years old, you can look like you're 20, like the mayor. Your attendance, really, young people, has a direct impact on your academic performance and your emotional development and the future life outcomes that you all want to be, because I want you all to hear it from me directly. You can be whatever it is that you set out to be. The only thing that can stop you from doing that is you. And what I want all of you to continue to do each and every day is to prove the world wrong when they say that young people from Baltimore can't do great things, because we all know that's a lie, right? Yes. Absolutely. So you have to work hard every day to be a better version of you. The collaboration, and I know that Dr. S and City Schools have been working around the clock to support schools in improving attendance and decreasing chronic absenteeism, but that work cannot just rely on the backs of city schools. The collaboration between my office and City Schools shows that collaboration and shared responsibility is the best way to improve outcomes for young people. But I also want to send a message to all of Baltimore that cannot solely rely on the shoulders of us in government. We need the entire community to understand that making sure that our young people are in school on time is everyone's responsibility. We have to get a little old school to make sure that when you see your family members or your neighbor's kids not where they're supposed to be, you know where they're supposed to be, and make sure that we're working to get them there, because we cannot allow young people to not be in school, because we know what happens when they're not. So whether you're a student, parent, a community leader, a business owner, a neighbor, we all have a role to play. But in this afternoon, I'm excited to announce the quarter one winner of the Mayor's Attendance Challenge, the Vanguard Collegiate Middle School here in Baltimore City. Congratulations to yourselves. Vanguard, of course, holds a special place in my heart for my many, many years working in this school building. But Vanguard has been able to reduce chronic absenteeism by 29% year over year in the first quarter, which is the largest improvement in city schools in quarter one. And they did that and achieve this success by engaging students over the summer through home visits, celebratory recognitions through PBIS, and attendance monitoring systems tracking at-risk students and their attendance monitor and school support manager, making sure that everyone is where they're supposed to be. So, Mr. Principal Kofer, congratulations on winning quarter one. And let's see what happens in quarter two. You got to see if you can do it back to back to back, right? That's what we do. I want you guys to do what we should do in middle school basketball when I coached here. Win and win again and win again. And what we want to do is celebrate all of you young people. And I am going to, Mr. Principal, if you could come up. Congratulations. Don't go anywhere yet. I am going to also now read a certificate of recognition. On behalf of the people of Baltimore, I am pleased to present this certificate to Vanguard Collegiate Middle School in recognition of winning the school year 24-25 quarter one Mayor's Attendance Challenge. Through home visits, PBIS celebrations, and attendance monitoring, you were able to successfully decrease chronic absences by 29%. On behalf of the people of Baltimore, I commend the students, families, faculty, staff, and leadership for this outstanding achievement. Thank you for ensuring that the students are present at Vanguard as Vanguard continues cultivating that diverse genius. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. And now I will turn it over to Dr. S for a few words, and then you, Mr. Principal.
Thank you so much, Mayor Scott and Vanguard Collegiate Middle School. Congratulations, young people. You, your families, your teachers, special shout out to the Vanguard staff, faculty, our central administrative team that supports schools and attendance. This is quite an accomplishment. We are thrilled that you all are part of City Schools' district-wide improvement in chronic absenteeism, year-over-year drops of 5 percentage points plus, when frankly the national average is usually around 1 or 2%. So you all's work is leading to more Baltimore City Public School students being in school. I want to thank the mayor and just reinforce both he and his team's partnership in this, because it is a citywide effort. I want to particularly call out Dr. Deborah Brooks, and her office, who are always willing to partner with us. They come alongside us, and young people, I want you to know that that trophy has become coveted, because, you know, the mayor is quite the competitive mayor. And so he doesn't just give out participation prizes. If you get a trophy from the mayor, it means you earned it. So congratulations again. We're thrilled that, again, City Schools is continuing to keep the light on attendance. And a little birdie told me, can I announce this? Is this okay? A little birdie told me that you all are now going to benefit from going ice skating with Mayor Scott because of your fabulous work in your attendance. And another little birdie told me that I think there's a Chick-fil-A lunch also coming. Yes, he knows the Chick-fil-A also, Mayor, got a lot of lift, coming to celebrate your accomplishments. So we are thrilled. Again, I want to thank the mayor, and it's my pleasure to also invite up Principal Kofer, whose team, both he and his team, who really showed their dedication in making sure every young person is known, seen, and heard, which is part of why we're here today. So Principal Kofer, come on up.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Vanguard Collegiate Middle School. Here where our motto is we cultivate the diverse genius. It's our motto that the kids already have it in them. It's the professionals here to cultivate that and to bring out the genius that we know exists in all these children. As you can clearly see, all they're doing is showing us that when we put into them, that they can put out and show us. So I am very thrilled today to showcase what our Baltimore City learners can do and what they can do with proper support and resources that I get from my district and also my wonderful ILAD as well. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody. Thank you, students. You need to clap yourselves on because this is a very, very big thing.
All right. I learned something today, too. I didn't know I was going ice skating, so I guess we're all going to be having fun. Congratulations to all of us. So with that, I'm trying to look and see. We'll take some questions from the media before we celebrate with the young people, and I go around and disrupt what Principal Kofor has going on in the classrooms today. I'm just gonna make sure there's no mic, right? Yeah, Chris, go ahead. I can see. You got to speak up a little bit. It's hard to hear you up here.
Question about the school board. We heard today the chair and the vice chair resigned today. The only two members voted against Dr. Santelises' contract extension a couple of weeks ago. Is it concerning to you that they stepped down, and what do you take from it?
No. First and foremost, let me say the most important thing, Chris, that I'm going to say is thank you to both Mr. McFadden, to the chair and the vice chair, right, and to Ms. Roberts, because when you think about looking at the entirety of their time on the school board and what happened at that time, when you think about the record number of new buildings that were open, when you think about them being on the board through a pandemic and helping to guide the system through that and guiding the system through that also in the gains where the school system is outpacing the rest of the state and regaining from the pandemic, you thank them for their service. We understood, listen, I talked to them just a few weeks ago. We understand that their terms were going to be coming up anyway, and now we just have to move forward and just say thank them for their service.
I just have a question for Dr. Santelises, again, concerning chronic absenteeism.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the school system focuses a lot on credit recovery programs. If a student misses 60 or 90 or 120 days of school, how effective can a credit recovery program be?
No, it's a great question, Chris, and I think part of the work that we've done around scheduling, number one, has provided more opportunities for young people to actually regain their credit and get original credit. I think the other piece when we're talking about chronic absenteeism in a district with the demographics we have, and this is why the partnership with the city is so crucial, is we also see that, one, we have a number of, for example, pregnant students that are young parents who make up that number. We know we have a number of students, for example, who are on home and hospital. We know we have students that are affected by homelessness. And so those days that are absent, one of the things that our credit recovery is attempting to do is actually provide those students with multiple opportunities. And we are always looking across the state as well for other approaches to that credit recovery to make sure that it is robust. But I think part of why we're standing here today, why the mayor, Dr. Brooks, the entire city is really rallying around attendance and we're going deep is because we know that it matters for young people to be there, and it matters to take into account the variety of challenges that young people and their families are providing and provide those opportunities.
Anybody else? Wait, oh, Mackenzie, I can't see you. You gotta come step this way. There you go. It's hard to hear. I want to be able to see you. So
I'll project as well.
You do.
There's the new OIG report out today about safe streets in Monty. The contractors and Monty emails were showing that people were submitting fictitious names to the DOE for approval. What's your response to concerns about the misuse of tax dollars?
Well, I thank you for the question, and let me start off by saying this shouldn't take away from the important work that happens out on the street to save lives every day. And we outlined in that official response that we're committed to accountability and improving the financial systems to make sure, and contract oversight to make sure that these things aren't happening, and took immediate steps to do so. I want to be very clear that there is no evidence of financial mismanagement. We firmly maintain that the handle of these contracts, which was entirely unacceptable, and the issue has been addressed with the Monty staff responsible directly. But we maintain that there was no financial mismanagement. But like you, it was very concerning. And this report, again, should not take away from the important work that's happening on the ground and allow the administrative things that happen away from those people that risk their lives to be corrected.
Two quick follow-ups. You said it's been addressed with the Monty staff. Has anyone lost their job or been disciplined for that?
Yes, someone was relieved of their duties from Monty as a result.
And is this why the city refuses to turn over the names of the Safe Streets workers?
I think that this is apples and oranges, Mackenzie. That's a great try. Again, the employees that do the Safe Streets work, they are not employees of the city. I can't tell you guys enough that I cannot legally give out someone else's employees information. That's the way the world works. Like, I couldn't go if WBAL asked me for all the folks that work for Fox 45 Sinclair, all of their employee names. I couldn't do that legally, and we owe these organizations that same respect.
The city funds the program, though. You can put it in the contracts that the
That-
organizations do release the name.
I think that, Mackenzie, I'm not a lawyer, you're not a lawyer, but there are protections for people and organizations that would go over top of any contract like that. And again, we are not going to be releasing the names of people that don't work for us, especially people who do things that a lot of folks just wouldn't do, and that's put themselves at risk every single day in violence and situations that folks could never imagine, and people who sit at home and play Monday morning quarterback about what they do. We're not doing that, especially when they don't work for us. Thank you. Anybody else? All right, y'all ready to celebrate? All right, good, let's go.